Similarly, just how to optimize or speed up video editing in the first place. Got quite a few comments about this. First and foremost, map your custom hotkeys to whatever you're comfortable using. If you're moving from one editor to another, then make sure whatever hotkeys you typically use the most, you are mapping from that, what you used before to your new software. DaVinci Resolve has a keyboard import like hotkey thing where it imports supposedly Premiere's hotkeys. I didn't find it actually importing the things I want, and I use customized hotkeys anyway for everything. So I just went and manually instead of adding that extra level. So when you're learning a new video editor, there's the level of having to learn all the new UI and the effects names and the workflow. That's already a big learning curve. Learning a whole bunch of new hotkeys that you've already developed muscle memory for on top of that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And so I don't generally recommend that. Instead, I recommend mapping what you're comfortable with and setting up that way. Otherwise, there are tons of profiles out there you can get from like Slideshow FX and things like that for Stream Decks or other macro pads, the Loop Deck, or just mapping yourself an auto hotkey to, map out custom functions or to expand your hotkey capability for making actions faster. And then otherwise, it's just down to developing a specific workflow where you do, what you want to do in the order that you want to do it. There's also, proxies if you need to speed up your actual decode of footage. I have a whole video about optimizing. Actually, I have multiple videos about optimizing both Premiere Pro and DaVinci Resolve, most of which still apply today. I will have linked below that you can check out. But in terms of like optimizing your workflow for editing, for example, when I shoot a video like this, which has my A-roll, and then I usually have B-roll or screen capture or whatever on top of it, I will sync up my audio and edit my A-roll first. So I'll go through, chop everything up, cut out the mistakes, do the punch-ins, do whatever I need to do, and do that first because I can do it very quickly and there are no real creative decisions at play. Like I will make some creative decisions, like if I don't want to punch in for dramatic effect or just to hide, quick cuts or whatever, I can do that. But otherwise, I'm not doing a whole lot of creative work yet. That's just the that's just the mechanics of chopping up a video. That I can do really quickly. And so I speed through that. And by dedicating the time to doing that first, it's a lot faster than trying to make all those creative decisions for where does B-roll go, what does the rest of the video look like, etc. I can go through that, and then that frees me up to also make decisions like, do I need to move sections around? Do I need to come up with something more interesting for the intro hook? Do I need more B-roll? Those kinds of things. You don't get a feel for it if you're trying to go linearly from start to finish with your edit.